Right, Ma? Good morning to all of you. Right. So we'll start the session. Before going to start the session, this is both online as well as offline. Both online as well as offline. So in the online, we are having around 100 plus students are there. So you can see the participants list here. 103 students are there in the online. Okay. Now, it's not possible to explain just on the board. I'll be typing on the screen because it will be common for offline students. Okay. And for 1 or 2 days, the difficulty will be getting by you because you will watch my table only, but you have to watch on the screen. Okay. Right. So I'll be sitting. Generally, I don't sit in the class generally. We have to stand and teach. And before that, since it is an online and offline, I have to type na. So I'll be sitting in the class. We'll start the session. Okay. Right. So let us concentrate clearly. So let me announce to the online students once. All the online students are receiving my voice, ma. Please confirm once. All of you confirm once and press yes. All the students in the online are requested to confirm once. Are you receiving my message? Voice and all? Right. Fine, ma. So let us start the Java course. A new batch. Fine. And before starting that, let me give the introduction to myself. Of course, I don't want to give an introduction of mine. Maybe I hope that you people are aware of my name and all. How many of you are aware of my name? Please raise the hands. Okay, good. How many of you don't know? No problem. Okay, don't know. No problem. So, my name is, I'll be giving name of mine. It's KVR. KV Rao. Right? And my qualification is doctorate in computer science. Doctorate in computer science in subject called DA. Let me give my introduction for 2 minutes. This is design and analysis of algorithms. And my master's degree in the computer science of that is MTech CSC. Okay. And I was an ex-employee of iGate Global MNC, the good MNC company. Now it is tie up with what a company called what? Capgemini. Still I'm working with this as a solution architect from background support. And for the fresher, it requires a lot of time to sit with the system and all. So this is, I'm continuing with this company. I worked almost 14 to 15 years with this company in the background support as a solution architect. Now I'm continuing the same thing with Capgemini in the background support. As a technical, any kind of solution is coming, especially in the Java, I'm going to deal with it. So total my experience is 20 plus years of experience. 23 I can say. This is my experience, solid experience in the industry on the field of Java. From the last 5 years, we are dealing with Python also in the same company. This is my experience and my industry exposure about this Java. Now, if you go to Google, if you just type my name, beginning, my notes will come. Most popular for the students. I was there with one institute for more than 15 years. I came to this institute few years back. This is my, wherever you go, anywhere else, even if you go to this, my material is also there with advanced part and all those things. It's my notes. I prepared it for advanced part. This is my actual things of it. And if you come to my classroom, because it's lockdown period, this batch is like this. It's increasing, and it is like a cinema hall. More than 1,000 students will be there in my classes generally. Okay, right. So Python class also same. Even now the Python batches are going on. Now I'm taking here both Python as well as Java. I'm dealing here. Okay, this course is now starting with Java here. Now the batch timing is 11 a.m. to what? 1 afternoon. This is a batch timing of our sessions. Now, before entering into this, I would like to start the course. What my class deals with. All of you carefully listen. What my class deals with. What industry need actually. And how the people are in the academics. First a few minutes I want to tell in the class. Then only people can understand how the things is. Everybody starting with some beginning one term, doing some things like I don't want. So what my class deals with, straightforward. Number one, as on today, if you want to become a software engineer, first you must have excellent coding standards. Excellent coding standards. Excellent coding standards. That is 0 for students. As on today, you take any student, 99% of the students you take it, and you don't feel it. I'm speaking actual facts. Whether you like it or not, I don't know. But I'm speaking about the actual facts. Take any student, give one example, program you give it, absolutely 99%, 98 I can take, that they can't write any program. But they feel that they know something. As on today, if any student is completing engineering, they will think that they know everything. I don't know what they know about it. And you don't feel because of my words, because I speak everything in front of you. Because I'm not a pressure level faculty to hide something or something. We are all well settled. Need not to say something wrong and going something different way. Already well settled. And we are teaching for our previous students' references. We are teaching for the passion of continuing the education. Right? So, even after the engineering is over, we don't know anything. Nowadays, the standards are like that. I don't know what you are feeling. I'm saying the original facts, right? Number one, 0 for students as on today coding standards. My class will give you 100% coding standards, 100% coding you can write in my class. That you can write as a first statement in the notebook. You record my things. You hand over one worst student, I will make him to write the program in my class. That is the first point strongly I'm saying. You take 75% of BTech student and ask him to write the coding, he is just 0. Anybody come here, I will give one program, they can't write it. They can't write it. So the first thing we have to understand. Next, what my next one, what class will take? What next will do? Right. What next my class will take care? As on today, the most important thing is certification is important. OCJP. OCJP, maybe you are aware of that. Oracle Certified Java Programmer. Earlier it was known as what you know, SCJP, Sun Certified Java Programmer. What we have written in previously, we wrote the exam called what? SCJP. Because the Java was developed originally in the company called what? Sun Microsystem. Now it is handed over by what? Oracle Corporation. Now they are conducting the online certification, that is OCJP. Earlier it was known as what? SCJP. That type of skills, that type of course discussion will be done in my class. So in this, some percentage of score is required. to qualify this type of online kind of examination. So if you go to the big companies, they will ask you compulsory what? OCJP certification. As on today, qualifying OCJP is something like a people will feel that it is danger. Because why? Because in this they will be giving 3 lines of code. For example, I am talking about 3 lines of code they will give you, and they will ask you the output of the code. Even when you go for any company, they will give you some code, few lines of code they will give you, and they will ask you what is the output of that code. Output. If they give you essay question, they will write additionals. If it is an examination, they will write 20 additionals because it is a God-given gift. Whatever you are writing in the additional sheet, have you studied anywhere? Openly speak. No, we will write our own knowledge. If a person like me correcting the exam, seeing that, I will give 0 marks because that will not work for any computer. Practical application is not there for that. So anything we write, anything we speak, practical knowledge is important. Otherwise, that is waste. So in my class, I will give you this type of knowledge. 4 lines of code they are giving. They are asking you to write the output of the code. And if I am conducting an examination, I will give multiple choices A, B, C, D, and I will give fill in the blank. Fill in the blank means output we need to write. Are you understanding what I am talking? Think about it. Take it as a sportive and don't feel negative for that. Next, another one is what my class deals with. Interview skills are very important. Interview skills are very important. If we come to this, before developing the real-time projects, first we need to qualify the interview. In interview, what they will ask you? Not like academic questions. They won't ask any academic questions. I can say in simple word, the academic questions, academically what you learn, if you don't mind, is completely wrong. I don't know. How do you feel? Because as a real-time programmer, I am saying to you, what you learned in academics, that is a blunder. I don't know how you feel. Whatever you learn, can you write a program for that? Can you write the real-time implementation for that? We cannot. Even we learned academically, what they explain, they can't write the program. We learned what? Only theory. Theory means what? They will design, they will explain something which is not working practical in the application level. Do you need theoretical knowledge or programming knowledge? Speak. Programming knowledge is required, not theoretical knowledge. My advice is everybody don't learn theory. Concept is different, theory is different. Theory means what? Whatever you like, you will explain. That is a theory, no base, no scientific proof for that. Concept, scientific proof is there. What I speak, that will be there straightforward to the programming. Are you getting my point? These are the 3 things which I will give you in the class. Interview skills, okay, we will qualify. After qualifying, we will get the job. Survival is also important. Survival is also important. Survival is also important. As on today, survival is very difficult for the people who are just qualifying the interviews because of some influence, because of some friends, because of somebody, you may get the job. After that, you will put it in the project. In that project, daily you will get the requirements. That time, what will happen? Tasks you need to develop it. That time you are facing the problem like anything. That time you require what knowledge? Excellent coding standards are required. Then only we can survive in the industry. These are the 3 things what my class deals with. These are the 3 things what I used to take up in my classes, whether it is a Java class or Python class or whatever it is. These 3 things, if you have, you can select in any one of the company. And these coding standards, whether you might be heard about this or not, I don't know. These coding standards, according to LeetCode, have you heard about that? This is a website. Most of the companies are giving the questions from the website called what? LeetCode. 75% of the people are not aware of this. We will solve this. One more is called what? Hacker Rankers. Hacker Ranker. It is also called one website. From here, you will get the questions. Are you following what I'm talking? So here, hacker ranker challenges are there. Lead code some challenges are there. From these kind of things, I am explaining my coding standards completely. This is what my class deals with. If you go for what? Hacker ranker, just go to this Google. Why I'm showing all these things? Because if any unknown person is there, they will understand. At least see that hacker ranker, you will create your own login and you can enter into the login hacker ranker coding questions, hacker rankers coding questions. You will be coming across these things. What is hacker ranker? Why should I solve challenges? All challenges will be there. Algorithms, artificial intelligence, distributed applications, so many number of things will come. So we need to go for these many number of things will be there in the coding standards. So if you follow me carefully, this type of hacker ranker kind of explanation, lead code kind of websites we are going to do. Hacker rankers earth also. These days, some of the companies are going, a big product based companies are going, hackers rankers earth is also called one more kind of things we are getting it. So 500 and plus institutes are there in Amirpet. Everybody will teach Java, but nobody will get the job. Damn sure. Because already you learned Java, you know, I know that you learned, but that Java is not suitable for getting the jobs. And you don't feel because of my actual facts I'm speaking in the class. Shall we start the course? Right. Now, once again, to get this job from my class, what are the things you need to understand? Number one, you need to get it. You need not have any original knowledge. What is your prerequisite? I'm writing prerequisites of to understand my class. Prerequisites. Number one, no need to have any programming knowledge. No need of any knowledge in C or CPP. No need to have any knowledge in any of the languages. No need. I will create everything. If anybody is having any knowledge, that is a zero. 99% of the students, any knowledge than C, I will ask a basic question, they cannot answer. And don't fear, because I am speaking actual facts. That is number one. Second, no need to have any knowledge. Everything I will create from my side only. Next, you need to have lot of committed skills. Like what? Coming to the class daily. Daily late, no. On time, punctuality. Next, reading notes daily and practice my examples. Practice the examples or applications which I am giving in the class. These are the three things you must do. One is reading is important, coming to the class is important, and then practicing is most important. These are the three things required. And next, one more thing is, of course, that anyhow you will take care. I will give some assignments. When I come to certain level of programming, assignments means daily some homework I will give you. This homework things I will give from hacker ranker, lead code kind of things I will give you. Whether you learn Java in 2021 or 2035 or 2050, coding is compulsory. You cannot say, system, please give me the code for factorial of a number. System, give me the factorial of probability statistical programming. It will not give you. Technology changes, coding remains same. Intelligence required to be getting only from the faculty. I strongly believe the law 6 coding standards will come only from the faculty. That I strongly believe it. You try to utilize this class and will continue. Are you okay? So to get the job, coming to the class daily, reading and then practicing and then assignment solving is important. If anybody don't solve assignment, because I don't have any internal marks to punish you, if you take your own challenge, we will be number one in the class. Is my things are clear? Any queries you have, you can ask me. Now I will start the subject. Shall I enter into the subject? Are you taking sportive or anything negatively feeling? Is it my words are facts or not? How many of you are having good strong knowledge in programming? Anybody? I will ask you also. C language question I will ask you. You said one day you are good in my Python student you are. I will ask you one day basic question of C language. You cannot answer and you don't feel it. Right. Anyhow, no problem. That's what I said. No programming knowledge of this. It is my responsibility to make you as an excellent student in Java. Right. Now I will start my session. Come to the subject. One small question I will ask you. All of you should answer my question and don't feel. First 2 days I will make you to fear in my class. Fear means fear. I will make you to fear like anything. Third day, I will be there with you to start the programming. Right. Answer my questions. What is OS? Come on, all of you. Very great students. Right. What is DBMS? Extraordinary students. What is RDBMS? Ma? Okay. Relational Database Management System. Excellent students. What is JVM? Super students. What is JDK? So wonderful. Right. Next, what is www? Excellent. What is HTTP? Right. You will not get job. Compulsory no jobs because you are gold medalist in full forms. Nobody will give job. Fact this is. And you don't feel. This is called you are fearing. And some students will feel negative, no problem. But fact is, you ask me what is OS, I will explain about OS at least for 6 hours. If I ask you what is OS, operating system, get out. Interviewer will say get out. And you don't feel it. Because even when I was a student, what is OS? Operating system only I said. What is DBMS? Explain what is the real-time purpose of DBMS. Explain what is the purpose of real-time purpose of RDBMS. Explain the real-time purpose of JVM. Real-time what is JDK? What are the things present inside? See, I'll go to my system. JDK, C:, program files, Java, JDK 9, JDK 8. I will explain all these things. JDK 9, bin, conf, include, jmods, legal, lib. What is lib? What is bin, conf, include? If somebody is asking, I will explain all these things. Yourself and myself going to an interview. What is JDK? You said the shortcut. I explain everything. Who will be selected in interviews? I will select because I have strong programming knowledge. You have which knowledge? Theoretical knowledge you have. Full form knowledge is there. And don't misunderstanding me because I am speaking facts. After academics are over, what we learn? What we learn? No problem. Speak. What do you learn? Full forms. Full forms will give job? Will give jobs? No. What will give? Subject. Practical knowledge will give job. What OS will do? Practically show me what is the importance of it. What is DBMS will do? Explain the importance of it. In real time, how we use it. All these. This is my question asked and you answered gold medalist answer. Very regularly, I will ask you some questions. Don't give gold medalist answers. Are you gold medalist? Come on, answer. No, yes, you are gold medalist. In where? Full forms. Right? Now I'm going to introduce the subject. So I made you to what is our original stand. I shown you the level. Now we are entering into my level. I am bringing to you. Slowly we are in where? Ground level we are sitting. We have to stand. We have to sit in the chair. We have to come to the table. Like that we enter into the professional stage. Shall we start? Yes. Now coming to the subject. Now since we started Java, the first 1 or 2 days, we will talk about what is the real-time implementation of Java. Why we are learning Java programming in the industry now. That is what I am going to start in the beginning days. So I'm going to introduce a beautiful discussion. What is Java, or what is the real-time implementation of Java? Why Java is required in the software industry? That is our discussion will start in the class. And before that, sometimes while I am explaining the Java discussion, I will talk about some discussion about C language also. You don't write, ma. You don't write. I will ask you. I will give perfect notes in the class. Java is having so many versions. Java 16 is also there now. On February 18th, we have Java 16 also. Java 16, Java 1, 1.1, 1.2, so on. 1.16 is there. And our faculties will not show you which type of version they are teaching. Everybody will think that I am learning Java. Which Java you are learning? And Java, sir, you know, look at Sun Java, because I want to open your eyes now. I want to make you to realize what is the subject. Sun Java. Next is what? Oracle Java. That is called Sun JDK. Java software released by Sun Microsystem. That is called what? Sun JDK. I will explain that. Sun JDK. Next is called what? Oracle JDK. Oracle JDK. I will explain that. Next, Sun JDK, developed by whom? Which company? Sun Microsystem. Original company developed Java is what? Sun. And that Sun Microsystem copyrights are given to whom? Oracle Corporation. Oracle Corporation people released to the industry what? Oracle JDK. Now, which one is companies are using now? Oracle JDK. That is, everybody will feel it. That is nothing but what? Companies are using Open JDK, which is a licensed software of what? For few days, it is non-commercial. What we are using in our companies is called what? Open JDK. Of course, this Oracle JDK only become internally as what? Open JDK, which is a commercial for the companies. Are you understanding? Because it is an open secret for the people to understand. Which JDK we are downloading? Oracle JDK, but companies are using, and we are discussing in the class about what? Open JDK, which is released by which company? How many types of JDKs are there? Which are called Java softwares. How many types of Java softwares are there? You need to speak in my class. How many types of JDKs are there? 3. Number 1, Sun JDK, Oracle JDK. MNCs are using what? You can type in your Google. Companies are using which JDK? Sun JDK will not come. Open JDK will be coming. And don't think that small worst websites you don't see. All Oracle Corporation websites only we need to lead. Are you getting my point? I'll show you all these things in the internet also. Are you understanding? Which JDK we are using in MNCs? Which is a commercial. Okay, right. So I will talk about that in the historical point of it. How to download the Java software. Everything we will come one by one. Right. Before going to my session, I would like to start with what is Java? What is its importance in real time? That's why I will give a small question. What is C? What is C? What is C means? I want to talk about for 2 minutes about by learning C programming. After C programming is over, after C programming you learn which type of projects we develop in real time, which type of applications we can develop in real time. That is what I am going to talk about. Dear students, this is what a good students are getting problem. All students are very good. They are like white paper in my view. When they come to Amirpet, they are having some type of thing. They will believe everything. That's what simple botheration of mine. They are saying sometimes when I see some of the people, so when they attended something and finally when they come to my class, I'm seeing this type of word. Sir, real world applications, real world applications, real time applications, real time applications, real world applications. Real world applications are nothing but what is going on in the public. That is called real world. What operations are going on in MNCs are called what? Real time applications. What you need to develop in the class? Real time application. Don't getting cheated by what? This type of things. Don't cheated by what? Real world applications. Suppose when you go to the object oriented programming, wonderful concept it is, because you don't feel that I'm boosting. It's just a heaven. It's just like a heaven. Whoops features importance in real time. What people are explaining about that, bus, car, dog, cat, animal, these are called objects, they are saying. If you go and tell this type of thing in any company, they'll say, get out. Who is this dog and cat and all those things? That is not the subject. We have to talk about what? Real world examples now. Real time applications you need. And try to understand this. Even you attend other courses also, don't expect real world examples. What you will expect? Real time applications, you expect it. Shall we move forward? Right. So once the course is over, which applications MNCs are using? The father of C language is called Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie designed the C programming for certain real-time purpose. C++ you take it, certain real-time purpose. Java you take it, certain real-time purpose. Every language is meant for certain type of real-time projects to develop it. Like that, James Gosling, who is the father of Java, designed Java for some type of real-time applications. That we need to learn in the class in an elegant manner. When I go for C programming, which type of projects you can develop using C language? Can anybody can answer in my class? C software, everybody learn. C language, everybody learn. Which type of applications you can develop? Ma? That's what. The wording itself. Of course, in my explanation, your word may be there, but system applications, that is called not that much appropriate. Of course, I can accept because you are a student. I can understand. Since you are my student, I can understand. I want to talk about what will be the system level applications, standard applications, business applications, ERP applications. These many number of applications are there in real world. Let me give from the basic level onwards. Since my course of action is not C language, my course of action is what? Java. I want to tell you the real-time implementation of Java. I want to speak for a few minutes. Then we will enter into the Java course. So beginning variables, so data types, so not that. As a real-time programmer, first I want to give you real-time where Java is using. This is what I want to discuss in depth of it. Then this is something like I'm giving some dash, because I don't want to write with my own things. I don't want to write straightforward. What is the purpose of immediately like this? Who is that James Gosling? Father of which language? Java. Developed Java at which company originally? Sun Microsystem. Released which JDK? Sun JDK. Come on, spell out which JDK? Sun JDK. Later this Java software is handed over to which company? They released what JDK? Oracle JDK. Companies are using what JDK? I will differentiate between differences between Sun JDK, Oracle JDK, Open JDK. Industry is using what? Open JDK. I will explain the differences. Don't worry what is the meaning of JDK also. I will explain complete meaning of it. Because it's a very regularly asking question in the interview point of view. What is the difference between Java and JDK, JVM, and then JIT? And then JIT. Take any student and ask this question. Java, they don't tell anything. JDK, Java Development Kit. JVM, Java Virtual Machine. JIT, just-in-time compiler. Even LKG kid also can say, I want architecture of JVM. 6 hours discussion. JIT, importance of differences between JVM and JIT, importance of JVM and JIT, how it is related to JDK, what is exactly all these things we will talk about when I come to the action of the course. 1 or 2 days, first day, second day, I will talk about the importance of the projects. Are you keeping your concentration? Shall we move forward? Right. Come on to the point. This gap, I don't want to fill up immediately in the class. After my explanation, you are deciding what for Java is. You are deciding what for Java is. I just want to fill it up. I don't want to write immediately. Even in the programming also, logic development, directly I don't want to write on the screen. I will get the logic from where? Students. So students must be prepared with the logic development, logic analysis. That is what I will prepare you in the class. Fine. So to answer my question, I will go for one more definition of software. To tell you why I am going for this software, to tell you Java belongs to which type of software? Java belongs to which type of software? Tell me. Whatever you know, you tell me, no problem. What is the definition of software? No problem. Whatever you know, you answer my question. Sir, already you said that whatever you say that is wrong, you said. That's why we are not saying. No problem. 1% maybe right answer is there. No problem. Tell me. What is the definition of software? No problem, I said. Really you don't know? You know. Tell me. Don't know? You know. You also don't know. You also don't know. Girls. Don't know. Really don't know. All of you. Yes, you are fearing first of all. Right. See that. A software is a collection of, yeah, some of the student may be answered, online student. Set of instructions is saying. Some student is saying it's a collection of programs. I know that you know that, but you are not saying that because sir will say wrong. Because by seeing your face cut, I can understand. Because I am not a small fresher level faculty. 23 years onwards, I taught lakhs of students like you. When you born, I started my teaching. Okay, don't think that you don't know. You know, but you are not saying. Nice. A software is a collection of, see, a software is a collection of, follow me, collection of what? Programs. This is what people are saying, but don't write more. Collection of programs, but I'm not keeping any full stop there. If anybody keeps full stop, half knowledge more dangerous. Collection of programs, I'm continuing that. Look at that. Let me give some clarity for you. Why I'm going like this. Let us go to some small paint. I will take it. Paintbrush. Take one small quadratic equation. Do you know quadratic equation? Mathematics. Ax square plus bx, all of you, plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is known as what? Quadratic equation. I am asking, write a program for calculating roots of quadratic equation. Write a program for calculating roots of quadratic equation. This is my requirement. Which program you are comfortable? That language you can take it. If you are comfortable with C language, you can write the code using C language. So if you are comfortable with Python language, you can write it. So I will write some set of instructions. You will write some set of instructions. I wrote so many number of instructions. This is called a program. This is called one program I wrote. Understand me carefully. I am teaching from the spoon feeding level of explanation here. And strictly speaking, of course, I don't want to discourage you. When we are learning computer science, at least we need to know block diagram of the computer. how our CPU working, how our ALU is working, how our main memory is working, how our hardware components are interacting together during program execution. All these things we must know. If you want to become a doctor, first you need to know the skeleton of the human being. Without that, you cannot get anything. No problem. In my class, how the Java program is executing in my system, we will talk about it. So I wrote some set of instructions. For what purpose? Calculating the roots of a quadratic equation. That means one program is used for generating the roots of a quadratic equation. Such a type of programs bundled together, which is preparing the total software or not. One program aim is what? Calculating the roots of a quadratic equation. If that many programs are bundled together, which is preparing what? A big software. Am I right or not? One program is giving a solution for one problem. If I bundle so many number of programs together, that will become what? Software. So many number of programs are bundled together as a software, that will have definitely a big aim or not? One program is having a aim of calculating roots. Every program is having the aim of calculating some objective. This program is calculating the roots of a quadratic equation. Such programs are bundled together and preparing a big software. Every software will have some type of aim is there, some type of objective is there. And don't tell if anybody is asking, a software is a collection of programs. Don't give it. You extend it. It is an advice of every technical person. Meant for performing what is that? Some operation. Meant for performing some operation. I'm writing here. Meant for performing some operation or obtaining some objectives. Obtaining some objectives. Example. You see, don't take anything granted. Sir said that we are writing. Don't take it unless and until you see the practical knowledge. Don't write. Listen first. Try to understand my terminology first. When I take C software, developed by Dennis Ritchie, when you take C++ software developed by Stroustrup, when you take Python developed by Rossum, when you take Java developed by James Gosling, when you take .NET developed by Microsoft people, these are all called softwares come languages and technologies. For everything you are saying that what? Collection of programs. Because these are all called different type of softwares. You are saying that collection of programs. And as a real-time programmer, you think C software is a collection of programs meant for performing some operations. Sir, what operations we can perform with the C software? What operations we can perform with the C++, especially? What operations we can perform with the Python software? What operations with Java? What operations with the .NET? Are you understanding definition perfectly? Now you tell me. Now you cannot say that I don't know definition of software. What is the definition of software, all of you? A software is a collection of programs meant for performing some operation or obtaining some objective. Are you understanding? Each software is having its own concerns, own objectives. You can type in the Google, objectives of C language, objectives of C++, objectives of Python. I will go for deciding. After that, I hope that you people understand the types of definition of what? Software. Now it is a time to see. In the industry, there are so many operations are there, so many objectives are there. I would like to introduce in the class types of softwares. Types of what? Softwares. Listen, need not to write today. First, today you understand what is my classroom. Later we will talk about it. Types of software. These are all I am discussing for what purpose? What is Java? Java comes under what? Which type of software Java is? Now I am coming. According to the real-time standards, according to the real-time objectives, softwares are classified into three types. And Different faculties, they will go for different classifications. But as on today, according to the ISO standards, softwares are classified into three types. According to the NASSCAM, have you heard about NASSCAM? Like all universities are under one college, one university under that, so many colleges. All software companies follow the standards of what? NASSCAM standards. Are you getting? Now, types of softwares. According to the real-time standards, so many objectives are there, so many operations are there. They classified into how many types? Three types. Number one is called what? System software. Spell out once. System software. Second one is called what, you know? Application software. Spell out once. Right. Third one is called what? Internet software. Spell out once. How many types of softwares? Number one, system software, application software, internet software. What is the definition of software? Collection of programs meant for performing operations or obtaining some type of objectives. How many types of softwares are there? Number one, internet software. Now, I am going to tell you this question. Java is comes under straightforward what software? Internet software. But I want to talk about, before going to this third software, I want to tell you about what is system software and application software also. Few discussions I will keep it. Then only you can understand the third software called what? Internet software. First of all, are you following me? Comfortable? Now I am going to talk about the first software called what? System software I am explaining. System software I am going to explain. Very, very simple. System software I am going to explain. Comfortable or not comfortable? Is it anything speed or slow or okay? Okay. What is the definition of software? Collection of programs meant for performing some operations or obtaining some objectives. How many types of softwares are there? Number one, system software, application software, internet software. Don't watch like a movie. Try to open your mouth and speak. If you directly not responding in the class, if you go to interview, if you directly speak in the interview, you will speak whatever you like it, not the subject you will speak. That's why this classroom is an exact platform to explore your subject. Okay. Now, in real time, follow me. In real time, in system software, three important projects areas, three important projects will comes under that. Three important projects will comes under that. Three important projects comes under which software? System software. Sir, what are those? What are those three important projects? Now I am going to tell you. What are those three important projects comes under system software? I am going to give you the clarity here. So the first one I am going to talk. First area of development under system software. You take, I am writing, take one paintbrush. Already you are here. I'll be taking the rough sheets like this. Try to get me quickly. Suppose you take hardware. You take hardware. I'm taking very spoon feeding level by keeping everything in the mind, where I'm getting everything into the single line within 1 or 2 days. Hardware sector, you take it. Hardware sector, you take it. In this, we are having printer, you take it. Printer is a hardware which you can touch and feel, physical component. When you purchase the printer, if you're directly coming to our home, if I directly connect the printer to my PC, if I open my MS Word document, if I give the print command, will it print or will it give error? Error? It will print. Error will come because our OS cannot recognize the new hardware device. Suppose I am having some new device here. It's a new device. It is a pen digitizer. I will write here, it will display on the screen. Further, I will use it. This device, we purchased it from Eyeball company. When I connect this device to my PC cannot recognize this. This hardware device related software I have to install. Are you getting my point? So printer is one hardware device. If I directly connect this printer to my PC, My OS of the PC cannot recognize. So immediately I will call the customer care and I asked why it is not working. They will say, you are new to the hardware. I think so. You will say, please install software. Install software of what? Printer. Software of what? Printer. See that? What is the definition of software? I said, please recapitulate. Collection of programs meant for performing some operation. Which operation? Printing operation. To do the printer to work, it requires some type of software to work internally. Are you getting? Such a type of printer software are called drivers. Have you heard about drivers? Printer drivers. These are called drivers. Driver is nothing but, after all, don't think that it is a great terminology. It is after all one program. This program you need to install. Which one I need to install? Drivers of printer I need to install. They will give the CD along with your printer. That I will install first. Then I can connect to the printer and then printer starts working. Now you take one more thing called a scanner. You take it. I try to scan immediately by connecting, by keeping your image. Will it scan? Come on, what you should do? Install what? What I should install? Install software of scanner. Software of scanner. I need to install the software of scanner. These are known as what? Drivers we can call. What they are called? Drivers. They are called drivers. So like that, any type of hardware device you take it, I have to install what finally? Drivers. Any kind of hardware device you take it, compulsory I have to install the drivers. This drivers development comes under what? This drivers development comes under which software development? System software development. In which language these drivers are developed, you know guys? This developed is by using C language as well as 8086 programming languages they used. Microprocessor language we can call. HP printers you take it, HP printers. Wipro printers you take it. They have written the printer drivers code in C and 8086. These are so popular languages for what? Drivers development. Even big companies are developing the drivers development as on today with what? C and 8086. Why? Because they contain a lot of features to interact with the hardware devices. You think once, guys, with your wholeheartedly, while you are learning C programming, they will not explain a single program for what? Connecting to the hardware device. Can you write a code for locking the screen of your computer? Impossible. But how many lines? 3 lines of code. Libraries of C language is different. Libraries are different. They will teach only 4 libraries: stdio.h, conio.h, string.h, something math.h. In that what? Printf, scanf, math, clr, ser, get ch. Only 8 functions they will teach. But how many libraries are there? 256 header files are there. Minus 4. How many you don't know? 252 you don't know. Then how can we get the job? I am speaking open facts. Who likes the open facts? They will get a spirit of learning. How many of you liking? I don't know. Now I am talking about it. C and 8086 are the popular languages for which development? Drivers development. Now I am coming to my window. Development of what? Development of come on. Device drivers. Device drivers like software for what is it? Printer. Software for what? Printer, scanner, etc. These are the examples, best examples of what? Device drivers. This will comes under which development? Yes. Simple. Tell me once again. These drivers I installed into my hard disk. I can access that result only in this machine. I access this type of machine device only in my machine. Can you access this device in your machine? No. That means you did not install the software of this. Wherever I install the software of this device drivers, in the same machine only I can access it. That are called standalone applications we can call. Which applications? Standalone. Wherever I installed it, in the same mission only we can access the results. We cannot access from where? Other missions. The type of applications are known as what? Standalone applications we can call. Am I clear about that? Now, coming to next B point I am talking about. Development of, whether you will catch my technical words or not, I don't know. Compilers. Any language you take it, converting the source code into intermediate code. Compilers are compulsory. Right or not? Next, interpreters you take it. Interpreters you take it. Like 8086. Interpretation, line by line compilation. About the Java compilation, I will explain. So depth with a diagram. And next what? Utility programs. Like what? Antivirus tools. Total 360. Dr. Web. Some type of antivirus tools are there. That also comes under which development? System software. Most of these compilers and interpreters developed in which language? C and 8086. C and 8086. So 8086 programming language is so popular for which development? System software projects. System software projects, wherever you install, in the same mission only that will be executing. We call it as which application development? Which application development I told you just now? Standalone applications. Which applications? Standalone applications they are called. Where they are running in one mission only. Whose results can be accessed in where? Same mission only we can access. But we cannot access from other missions. We call it as which applications? Standalone applications. Let me go to next. Third part I am talking about. C point I am talking about. Development of real-time operating systems. Real-time OSS. Real-time operating systems. All categories of what? Windows OSS. Windows OSS. Up to Windows 10 from the beginning of it. Next is called what? Unix. Next is called Linux. Next is called Solaris. Next is called Mac. Next is called Ubuntu, etc. These are all called what? Operating system development also comes under what? System software development only. Are you getting my point? All types of Windows OSS, Linux and everything is written. In where? C and 8086 languages only. So C and 8086 are more popular for which development? System software. All these system software projects are comes under what? Where they can run in one mission only. Whose results can be accessed in where only? Same place we can access, but we cannot access from other missions. That are known as what? Standalone. Are you following what I'm talking? Right. To develop the system software projects, what are the examples? What are the languages we use it? C and 8086 we use it. These are the popular languages for development of what? System software projects. As on today, I will give you a small definition. Then straightforward, I will go to Java importance straightforward, because you are waiting for what for Java is. Standalone application definition, I will write it. These applications, listen, first try to understand my terminology and my class things first. Later, I will give the full-fledged notes for you. These applications runs in the context of which mission? Single mission we can access. Still, if you understand terminology, local hard disk it can run. In one hard disk only it can run. In one single mission means in one local hard disk it can run. And whose results can be accessed in which mission? Single mission, but not from where? Other missions. But not from other missions. What are the best examples of the projects? What are the best examples of the projects? Projects related to what software projects? System software projects. These things: drivers development, compilers, real-time operating system. Whatever you installed it, they are all comes under what? Standalone. Of course, second one is what? Application software also comes under, but I did not explain what is application software. That I will explain. Don't worry, because straightforward I want to give you what for Java in today's class. Application software also, it is different from which software? System software. But application softwares also comes under what? Standalone. Are you getting? Which languages are popular for system software development? C and 8086. Because so many number of features are available to develop this type of system software projects. Now, all of a sudden, we came to this definition. One more definition I want to give it. Before that examples I am going to quote. Come to the point of it. What is that example? Take Gmail, where you can access. Come on, quickly. Where you can access in only one machine. I can access everywhere else. Are you getting the differentiation with our standalone application? Standalone application runs only in which machine? Single machine. But we are accessing this application where? Anywhere we can access. Take Facebook, FB, where you can access? Anywhere. We can access anywhere. Take Yahoo, where you can access? Your college website, you take it. College website, where you can take it? That is nothing but first application development I am writing. Websites development. Development of what? Websites. Development of what? Websites. Now I am taking development of websites. First application. Where you can access this application? In the browser. Right or not? In the browser. Where they are running actually? World Wide Web. What is the meaning of it? I will be giving in the class. Nothing to worry. That type of applications are called distributed applications we can call. Which applications? Distributed applications we can call. Come on, spell out. How many types of applications we have? Two types. One more is, now if you see the present world, most of them are concentrating on which development? What is the first example of that? Website. In the website, two types of websites are there: static websites and dynamic websites. Static websites, HTML and all those things. Dynamic websites will be with what? Dynamic websites comes under what? Distributed application example. Shall I move forward? Next, coming to the next example, ATM applications. Where you can access it? Anywhere else I can access. How to write the code for that? Always coding. Next, third point, credit card, debit card applications. Credit card and debit card applications. Next, fourth is called net banking applications. In general, all types of what? All types of e-commerce applications. All types of what? E-commerce applications. I am just giving the clarity on today's class where the Java is. Java is everywhere. And Python is everywhere. What is the differentiation also? You can get it. The students who are attending both Python and Java of my class. I will show you the index of both Java popularity as well as Python popularity. Come to the point. In general, all types of e-commerce applications, Amazon, Flipkart, LinkedIn, eBay, OLX, these are all called popular e-commerce applications or not? Tell me, all these things are running everywhere else. These are the examples of which applications? Tell me the definition. These applications runs in the context of where? Browser / www and whose results can be accessed can be accessed in can be accessed across the universe. Across the universe. That means wherever you are, you can access that applications that are known as what? Distributed applications. There are so many flavors of distributed applications are there. When you enter into the coding part, we will discuss all those stuff. To develop distributed application, we need some softwares, we need some languages, we need some technologies. One of the technology came from Sun Microsystem is called what? Java. Microsoft people also, that is called third software is called internet software. Second one I will discuss, don't worry. Internet software. To this internet software, there are two things are there. One is called what? Sun Microsystem people. Sun Microsystem, INC USA. These people developed a language come technology called what? Java. Next, second one is called what? Microsoft. This company, INC USA, developed what? .NET. For which people? .NET people uses for development of which application? Distributed application. That distributed application development comes under which software? Internet software. Drivers development comes under which software? Operating system development also. System software is called what? Distributed applications comes under which software development? Our Java comes under which software? More popular for development of what? As on today, .NET popularity if you see, it's almost came down. And Python and Java is fighting to each other. Which one is becoming popular and which one is becoming something low? They're just 1.5, 1.35 up to yesterday in the popularity of the things. Java is still popular for 1.5. 1.5, 1.35 something is there. Even last year, Java was popular for 15%. Nowadays, Python is coming very closer to the Java. And don't think that Java is going down in the next year or something. Java is having its own popularity. Python is having its own popularity. And Java will not come down because we are seeing from the last 20 years onwards, Java is maintaining its own standards. Ultimately, what you understood? Java comes under what? I explained here. Java comes under which software? I will write. With this software, the purpose of the software is to develop what applications? Which applications? Distributed applications. To develop which applications? Distributed applications. To develop distributed applications. To develop distributed applications, how many are there for us? Two things are there. One is called what? Java. Language come technology. Core Java is called what? Language. Advanced Java is comes under technology. So Java is comes under language come technology. First we start our career with language. First start our career with what? Language. Later application development starts with advanced Java. So coming to the point of it, Java comes under which software? Used in industry for development of what? Now, as on today, Java can be used in mobile development also. Java can be used in Internet of Things also. Java can be used in enterprise application development also. Java is everywhere. But actually Java was designed for which development? Come on. Now if somebody asks you tomorrow what is Java, can you answer my question? What is Java? Java is one of the internet software used by the programmers for development of distributed application, and we can use Java for other domains also. That other domains I will cover in the next session. Mobile development, ERP development, Internet of Things development. So many other areas I will write with the diagrammatic representation in the class. Are you understanding? So today what you understand? Definition of software. Tell me all of you definition of software. Collection of programs meant for performing some operations, obtaining some objectives. How many softwares are there? Number one, system software, application software, internet software. System software projects are how many? 3. Number 1, drivers development. Come on. Compilers, interpreters, utility programs. Next, operating system development also. These 3 things comes under what? System software. System software. Which languages are popular for system software development? Good. All system software projects are comes under standalone or distributed. They can run in only one machine. Cannot run from other machine. To run in all the machines across the universe, which application we need to develop? Yes. Distributed applications runs in the context of where? Browser or what? World Wide Web, whose results can access across the universe. Examples. Are you understanding? In the class, I will tell you the ATM application code also I will explain. In the exception handling of core Java, when I come, I will explain that. Right? All these things, don't think only namesake I wrote. We are writing the coding for that. And this class is meant for perfect coding. Without coding like time pass, they will not get the job. Only come to the point of it. Only for learning programming, this class is most suitable. And the third software is internet software. Tomorrow class, when I come back, I will talk about the second one, that is called application software. After explaining that, I will give the notes. Is it okay? So is today's class is clear? So how many types of Javas are there? Open Java, one is called what? Sun Java, Oracle Java, Open Java. Industries are using. I will give the differences between all these things. Okay. So are you okay today? What is my question? What is Java? Who developed Java? At which company it is developed? Sun originally. Who is maintaining now? Right. So what is the purpose of Java last and final? It is one of the internet software used to develop every application in the present world, but more popular for distributed applications. What is distributed application? What are the types? I will come one by one in the class. Okay, in testing, how it is useful. In mobiles, how it is useful. In Internet of Things, how it is useful. In networking, how it is useful. All those things I will explain one by one. Okay. So we'll stop the class tomorrow. Sharp 11, 11, 10, 11, 15. I will start the session. If any friends are there, can intimate. Today evening, 6 o'clock, new Python batch is starting. Any friends are there, you can intimate. Thank you. Good day for all of you.